Hi everyone, welcome to another episode from Ampro Engineering, and I have yet another inexpensive RC car lighting kit to review. This one came in today, and you can see here I haven't even opened it. On the eBay auction, it had no name. It just said RC car lighting kit. You can see here, just through the package, that this is very different from the others that I have reviewed. I'm very curious to see how it works, so let's open it up, and hopefully we're going to get some kind of manufacturer information. I'm not holding my breath. Oh, it doesn't actually look like. So pretty rudimentary stuff, just telling us what it comes with. It is... How interesting, look at this. It actually says we choose Tamiya TT01D BMW 320SI. It's actually mentioning the car to use. And I don't own this Tamiya, nor do I own this body, but it appears that that body, it's hard to see here, but it looks like they're referencing some sort of LED set or housing that already comes with the car. So that's a very interesting way to look at this. Alright, now this is what I'm curious about. What is, let's see here. Just got quite a bit of information here on the, let's see here, on all the 4 different dip switches. So these are reversing, so these are most likely the left and right reverse, on, off. And what I am interested in here, because it appears, I think I'm right, yeah I am right, that's unfortunate. It appears that this only comes with half of the available LEDs. So I suspect left and right turn signal, headlights, and taillights. I think what we're going to do is just go ahead and plug this in and see what actually happens. It shows here channel 1 and channel 2, so let's begin with that. I'll just plug channel 1 in here. Wow, this is not easy to get in there. Okay, there's channel 1. And we'll plug channel 1 in right here. Channel 2. And these just do not want to go in. Looks like the slot's maybe a little bit too small for it. I mean, it does eventually go in, but you just have to be persistent. All right, there it is. And let's bypass channel 2. Plug the speed control in here. And always just make sure that it is white to white, and red to red, and black to black. You never want to assume that someone's wired it correctly. All right, that is all in. I guess now we can turn it on. All right, radio is on. Let's turn the fictitious car on, and oh god. Well, here it is. Lights are dim. They look bright here, but they're not. If I accelerate, wait, what the? Okay, watch this. Oh, I know what's going on. I know what it's doing. Let's do left and right real fast. So I know exactly what the headlights and the taillights are doing. I bet you. Let's see what we've got here. On static, socket 1 is dim. Moving forward, it's bright. Socket 2 is moving forward, it's bright. So just, this thing is so stupid. All right. Once again, for me, this is, useless. At least socket 1 is useless. Socket 2, useless for me as well. What is socket 3? Socket 3 is left turn. Socket 4 is right turn. Socket 5 appears to be reverse. So let's find socket 5. Right there. I'm going to unplug these white lights here. There we go. Socket, and actually Yeah, it is numbered. Unlike the last unit we reviewed, these say 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Yeah, these are numbered correctly. Unlike the no-name 1 unit, which was part 4, that I like the most so far. Okay, this one here shows us it's off right now. If I go forward, off. If I come to a stop, off. If I go backwards, nice. So we have operational reverse lights. Socket 6 will show us, now this appears to be a brake light. This is nice. Again, not all of these had this functionality. So socket 6 is going to be dim until we apply the brakes. I will take the red, bright, no, that's white. Here's red. And plug it in here. Okay, this is good. We have dim. I'll accelerate, they're still dim. I'll hit the brakes, they brighten, let go of the brake, reverse, and they're still dim. This is good. This is already better than the first one that we reviewed, and I think better than the Tamiya, the so-called Tamiya one. Socket 7 and socket 8. So socket 7 tells us that it will work exactly like socket 2, in the on position, the dip switch in the on position. In the off position, it's on the whole time. So let me get a small selecting instrument here. So I will take white, put it in 7, and it should be off. Let's accelerate, on, all right, idiotic. And now we will take, so this dip switch here, sorry, you can't even see that. This dip switch right here is number 7. You can't see it, but it is labeled. I'm going to go ahead and flip this. Be careful in doing so because these switches are really weak, so you don't want to break it. All right, so this appears to be on now. Accelerate, brake, reverse. Okay, awesome. This already, I can find a use for this. And position, oh, socket 8 appears to do the same thing. Socket 8, we can see here that socket 8 is going to be on during braking. I will take socket 8, let's apply the brakes. There you go, brakes. We'll switch this to on. There we go. This is, you know, better than I anticipated. I mean, I can use this. There's 2 forward lights. That's great. The braking works exactly as I anticipated. The reverse works. Left signal, right signal. This is not trash. I was really surprised. One major downside, it has only 4 separate lighting strands. This means you're not going to be able to add the additional 2 strands unless you make them yourself. For example, there's no reverse lights. I don't have any, let's see here, there's no reverse, just the head. Oh, in fact, I only have 1 set of headlights. In contrast, in case you were in case you thought I was joking about buying all of the ones I could find at the last, I told you, I bought all the ones that they had available. I think there was like 12. I got them all because I have a lot of RC cars that I want to install this in. This does come with 6. So I will have 2 sets of headlights, reverse lights, brake lights, turn signals. This is everything that I need. Although the functionality on this is correct, this one does allow me to use the additional LEDs. However, this costs more. I want to say this was like $9. This one's $12, $13, but it's a $3 difference. Don't waste your money on this unless you find it for very inexpensive, at which point just buy this one here. I really wish I could tell you, oh, get this brand. As you can see, they're really, ooh, what's down here? No. Yep, I'm sorry, I can't tell you a brand. Oh, it is showing us right here. This is interesting. It's showing us here that we can add additional ones. I don't know if they make them. Well, this is about the best I can tell you. This is how it looks. If you see this one here on eBay, now you know how it works. I will post a link to this auction on the description, but just note, if you watch this this video a month from now, a year from now, most likely it won't be any good. I hope you enjoyed that video. I know I've been doing quite a few of those inexpensive lighting kit reviews, but I think that overall, for the majority of us out there that want to put lights on an RC car, or maybe those of you afflicted with a similar condition as myself, where you don't own 2 RC cars, you own 26,000, then in this case, these $15 lighting units are excellent. A little preview of what's to come. This is my Toyota Hilux high lift chassis, which I wasn't intending to disassemble. It kind of just happened accidentally. I've got a really slick upgrade for this coming up soon. You can see some prototype mounts here. So looking at these, you might already know what I have done. What is coming up is a transmission lift kit for the Hilux high lift. The Ford F-350 and the Tundra, which will not only lift the transmission, but will lower the motor, basically flip it upside down, and has a really slick setup. So that is coming very, very soon. In fact, I've got to do a prototype tomorrow, and then I get to install it and see if this works. So this is coming up. I also just finished this. This has absolutely none of my parts on it, but I finished it. I think it's quite shiny and quite nice. For those of you who are not familiar with this, but think that this looks suspiciously like a grasshopper, you are correct. This is a Academy Roadrunner. It is a knockoff of the World Engines Rockbuster. The World Engines Rockbuster being a knockoff of the Hornet or Grasshopper, depending on what suspension set it had. So this is a restoration I did from a very, very nice car that I had found. I did a little bit of artistic creativity on here, added some of the UG front shocks. People ask me about these all the time. I'm actually going to have a video dedicated to these front shocks. There's a lot that you need to know about these before you buy them. So this will be coming up pretty soon. But for any of you that like kind of oddball cars, well, here's kind of an odd one. With that, I do want to thank you all for watching. I've got another video coming up soon of my Project Mud Blaster running around and thrashing that rear end that I designed for the ORV car, so that'll be nice. A little more running videos from the last one that got cut down a little short. Please subscribe. I've got a lot more insanity coming up, and possibly even some more of these lighting videos. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at AmProEngineering. And before you take off, please check out the band Blue Pinto. A link to their Facebook page is at the end of this video. They allow me to use their songs in my YouTube videos. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.